Mauritius is beautiful beyond words. From lush forests and rocky mountains to white sandy beaches and breathtaking crystal clear turquoise lagoons, Mauritius is a dream holiday destination. Of late though, it's becoming extremely popular as a golfing destination too. Over the next hour, we'll take you on a tour showing you what courses to play and where to stay when you come to this island paradise.
Mauritius. This is the newest golf estate in Mauritius. It's a golf course designed by Peter Makovich. This is his third golf course on the island, and all three of them completely different. Mauritius has wonderful beaches, has wonderful hotels, and now a wonderful golf course. What more could you want?
The northern part of the island of Mauritius has been crying out for an 18-hole championship golf course, and now it has it. Unsurprisingly, the response has been incredible.
We have been absolutely overwhelmed by the response of the Mauritian public and the tourists. Mauritius Group has taken the risk of investing nearly ₹1 billion in this amazing golf course and the clubhouse, and we have been totally overwhelmed by the success and how people are reacting to it.
It should be no surprise really, especially when you take a look at what has been created. The area though has not always been earmarked for a golf estate. It's been used as an observation post, for agriculture and even for horse racing. The relationship though between the family that owns the land and the course designer prompted the creation of Mauritius Le Golf.
I came here 18 years ago when I first met the gentleman that owned this farm. His family owned this farm, and I fell in love with Mauritius. And he was such a lovely man that I made a promise. I said, if my dream comes true to build a golf course in Mauritius, I promise you to build an international standard golf course. That's what we've tried to achieve here.
There's no doubt Matkovich and co have achieved their goal. The course is so unique, there really is nothing like it on the island.
When people talk about Mauritius golf courses, you always think of the sea and what epitomizes a golf course. Here he's done something where he's given you literally a taste of everything Mauritius has to offer. So you've got the beautiful mountains in the background, you can see the islands, you can see the sea. The natural vegetation here just, again, epitomizes what Mauritius has to offer.
While the whole course is an incredible experience, there are a few standout holes that have really got Dale excited, like the fifth.
I'm going to call the edges of these fairways volcanic sand. For want of a better term, it's kind of a grey, charcoaly colour, and it goes down both sides of this fairway and really makes the hole look terrific. It's just beautifully framed. The combination of that, the green grass, the white sand, and of course the water just makes for a wonderful hole. This is a par 5. You tee up fairly high, you play down to the fairway, no bunkers, quite a generous fairway, but you need to have a generous fairway because all the options are with the second shot. Option 1 is you could play safe short of the water. There's a little rocky outcrop. You can aim for that with your second shot. Take dead aim at that because you know you'll never hit it dead straight. Miss it on the right, miss it on the left, go short or over and you'll be perfect and have a nice easy-ish third shot into the green. The second option, if you're a longer hitter, you could try and carry the water but on the right-hand side, and then you'll leave yourself quite a lot of green to work with and a much easier little chip shot. And it's obviously easier to get the ball close to the hole and maybe make a birdie. The third option, if you're a long hitter and you've got courage, is to go for the green and go for the pin. I advise you to keep it a little bit right, take a little bit of extra club just in case, because this is a dangerous hole. I played earlier, I hit it in the water for 3, never mind for 2, and that was with an 8-iron. So take too much club, aim to the right if you are going to go for the green. This 9th hole is a stunner. It's a par 4 and there's water that protects the entire right side of the fairway. On the left-hand side, there are big bunkers down at the end of the fairway. You want to aim it down towards those bunkers on the left-hand side. Firstly, it's safer. Secondly, it opens up the green for your second shot. The second shot into this green comes in at an angle and you have to come in over that side of that water to get to the green. So it really is just overall a beautiful golf hole, but also a very challenging hole. This is the last hole on the front 9. If you make a par at this last hole, you're going to head for the halfway house with a little spring in your step and be ready to attack that back 9. Peter Makovich designs wonderful par 3 holes, and this is a great example, the 11th hole at Mauritius. This hole was on a flat piece of ground, and he's built up lovely mounds on both sides of the green. He's got this grey rock sand that is between the tee and the green, and it's planted with some shrubs inside it and everything like that to tone it down a little bit. A couple of bunkers that protect the green. It just is a beautiful golf hole, very inviting when you stand on the tee. 150 meters for the white tees, maybe up to about sort of 175 off the back tees. Where they put the pin makes a huge difference. If they put the pin in the front, it can be another 30 yards longer if they take the pin to the back of the green. So you must always pull out the right club. The par 3s here are so pretty. We've decided to actually choose 2 of them as our feature holes on the back 9. The 15th hole is just, well, it's just too pretty to be true. Lovely trees. There's kind of an old building on the left-hand side. It's a green surrounded by water, so an island green, but it's a short little hole. The tee that we're staying on, it's 128 meters. There are a couple of tees behind this, but it doesn't play more than about 140. And there are a whole bunch of tees in front. I think there's 7 or 8 tees on this hole. So you can also play it from different angles. What's also nice is in front there's some sand that actually just runs into the water. So it's a bunker that kind of runs into the water. And there are rocks in the water. It's just lovely.
For those wanting to experience this on a more permanent basis, you can make Montchoisy your home. However, Phase 1 of the development was so eagerly anticipated that it is already sold out. Phase 2, though, is hot on its heels and certain to prove as popular thanks to this incredible course. If you're planning a holiday and want to experience the northern part of the island, and in particular Montchoisy-les-Golfs, the perfect solution is to stay at a nearby hotel. They don't come much closer or better than Chuo-Biche, the Beachcomber resort situated just a few kilometers away. Beachcomber considers it a primary priority to keep reinvesting in their properties, and this resort is no different. It underwent a R1 billion revamp in 2010, the biggest resort development in Mauritius to date. It's located on one of the finest sites on the island and winds along an incredible stretch of beach and reaches back another 300 meters into lush tropical greenery. As far as room offerings go, there's something to cater for every requirement. The suites range in size from 63 to 163 square meters and offer a variety of bedrooms. The suites boast various lounge and terrace options, while some even provide their own swimming pools. There are outside showers in a private courtyard, while the rooms themselves are all luxuriously appointed. They're situated either right on the beach or further back in the lush tropical gardens. With such natural beauty on display, Beachcomber has made sure conservation and environmental preservation are part of their core values. The ancient trees dotted around the area have been preserved, while the pristine beaches are treasured. Natural colors and fabrics have been specially selected to preserve the authentic island style. Every possible amenity is available for guests. There's a world-class spa with 20 cabins built in a private tropical setting. 6 restaurants are scattered throughout the resort, each with a different atmosphere and style of menu. If you're feeling active, why not play some tennis or volleyball? And just because you're on holiday doesn't mean you need to miss out on the gym. Every water sport imaginable is available, from water skiing, snorkeling, sailing and kayaking, meaning you're able to fully appreciate the incredible marine offering. If you'd prefer to stay closer to your room, there are a staggering 100 swimming pools, some of them private. Beachcomber offers a wide choice of entertainment. Daytime activities change on a daily basis, while evening entertainment is rich and varied, from themed buffets and live bands to musical and cabaret shows. There's also no reason why you shouldn't combine work with pleasure, thanks to top-quality conference facilities. Known for its year-round fabulous weather, the location of Chuo-Biche makes it a highly coveted Mauritian resort and a logical choice for any traveler, regardless of what your needs are. We now head to the east coast of Mauritius and the world-famous Belmar Beach. Here lies the magnificent 5-star resort of Long Beach. The Sun Resort is uniquely modern and provides the ultimate escape for discerning guests seeking a blissful haven with equal measures of relaxation and activity.
Long Beach has the perfect location on the east coast to enjoy the most beautiful lagoon you can have. So you can snorkel, the lagoon is huge, you can do boat trip, kayak, wind sailing, and when you name it, it's all there for you to enjoy during your stay. If you want to keep active during your holiday in Mauritius, Long Beach has also a variety of sports facilities. You can do wall climbing. The gym is well equipped with a personalized trainer. And what we have is our champion swimmer on site, Cécile Janson, who has her own technique to keep you fit. So join her for some sessions in the water. So don't worry, if you want to play golf all day and keep your family happy, Long Beach is the perfect place, as the kids club is the most equipped one on the island, with the loads of activities all day round to keep your kids happy. Your teens have access to a teens club, you have the gym which is here, the spa for the spouse, and the beautiful Long Beach by its name for your wife to enjoy all day. Long Beach has the most spacious rooms on the island. The standard room category starts with 60 square meters, which is enormous for a standard room. So you will enjoy beautiful room facilities, which is accessible directly on the beach. So what else coming to Mauritius and having a beautiful sea view during the rest of your stay. We have loads of variety of restaurants, because Long Beach wants to position itself as a culinary destination within Mauritius. We've just introduced the Sun Beach, where you can have your own private butler on the beach serving you your lobster and your champagne. So all the choice is yours to make your holiday the perfect one.
Long Beach sounds pretty spectacular, but what would really make it perfect is a round of golf. Fortunately, Long Beach has access to a number of incredible courses.
Stay at Long Beach and enjoy free green fees at Illosurf and Anaita. We will include your shuttle from the hotel to go to the island and back to the island. Boat shuttles are included. And if you don't play golf, come and enjoy this beautiful island where you have a beautiful beach, beautiful facilities at the academy to learn golf, and just relax on the island.
Dave Usendorf took advantage of the hospitality at Long Beach, and after settling in for the night was ready for a round the following morning.
Having enjoyed a fantastic night's sleep and a late brunch, I'm ready to take on the challenges that have been created by the legend Bernard Langer. Of course, I'm talking about Illosurf Golf Course, and it's on a little island just a couple of 100 meters off the mainland on the east coast. Let's go and see what it's all about. Some of you might remember this idyllic island golf course as Latou's Rock, but a couple of years ago Sun Resorts took it over and it's now called Illosurf, which is the name of this island. There's sea views on just about every one of the 18 holes, and there's always some little intricacy that'll keep you interested. Over time, fortunately, they've widened the course a little bit, and that's made it rather user-friendly for the average golfer. To give you an idea, this golf course is just under 6,500 meters off the back tees, and the course record is only 68. That gives you an idea of the challenges that the good players face. But there's tee options for everybody, from right at the back to forward tees for the ladies, to make it fun and enjoyable for everybody. The golf course is always in good condition. Wonderful staff keep you entertained. They really make you feel welcome. And of course, there's a driving range to warm up, the respective chipping and putting greens to get yourself ready for a round of golf. When you're done, don't be so keen to go home. There's so many other activities on this small island that keep you busy for a long time. Bring your towel, bring your sun cream, and bring some extra money. You're going to have so much fun here.
Part of the fun is out on the course. As Dave mentioned, it's a highly playable 18-hole layout, and he's singled out 2 holes in particular that can make or break your round.
We're on the second hole, which is our first feature hole. Anytime you get on the tee, don't be too clever. This is a par 4, it measures only 304 meters. But there's lots of problems down there, and I just want to take a 4-iron, make sure I get it into an area of play. Something like this. Well, mission accomplished. I'm down on the fairway, avoided the bunkers down the right-hand side. Didn't take enough club to get in that bunker a little further down, but I'm still haven't got the easiest shot in the world. I want you to just take a moment to take a look around. Beautiful sea views, wonderful trees, get into the nice relaxed mode, and it's 90 meters to the flag. It's a nice straightforward sand wedge. Well, Now you get a feeling of how big this green is when you get up here. But down there on the fairway, which is about 5 meters lower, it looks like a tiny little green. It's nice and big. It's got a big slope in the middle of the green, and the ball should move a little bit from our right to left. But I've given myself a birdie chance. And again, it was a nice, comfortable 4-iron off the tee and a comfortable short down into the green. No real problems. See if we can convert it with a birdie. Oh dear. But no problems. This is stroke 8 on the card, and for most golfers, it's a 4 for 3. Nothing wrong with that. Our second feature hole here at Île aux Sœurs is a par 5. Stroke 2 on the card. That should tell you a lot of stories. If you look in the background, you can see all those trees are tilted away to our right. That means the wind blows that way most of the time here on the island. This is a par 5, and really, if you're thinking about your game, you should hit an iron off the tee. But you know what? There's no cowards in my family. I'm going to hit a high cut, take it around the corner. But if I hit it straight, I might be in the sea. Well, even though I've hit my Sunday best, perfect little cut around the trees, over the bunker, over all the trouble, not in the sea. I'm in the middle of the fairway. I still got a big challenge here because I'm still 240 meters to go. And there's a lot of danger up there. There's a bit of wind at play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 6-iron, knock it down there. I don't want to be too close because then I've got one of those dinky little shots that we all battle with. So I'm going to head down there and have a sort of 3/4 sand wedge shot. But before I do that, I just want to take a look at the sea because it is spectacular here. Beautiful vistas of the sea, boats up and down, the smell of barbecues on the beach, spectacular. Well, that all worked out well so far. I've hit the perfect layup. I've got 70 meters to the flag. And the green's about 2.5 meters above where I am right now. So I need to be cognizant of that. The other thing, this is a nice big green. I went and had a quick look before I came down here. And it's a big green. There's lots of space behind the flag. Just like you always want to play the shot, make sure you accelerate through the ball and create the nice rhythm that you need to get the ball up next to the flag. Let's have a look and see if we can do that. 65, a little bit uphill, touch of wind from behind. Well, that's just perfect. I think after this, we're going to knock it in. I'm going to reward myself with some beach time.
Birdie on the 11th, and Dave kept his word. While he was off to the beach, our tour continues. We'll catch up with Dave again later in the show. We keep heading south to the newly renovated and extremely popular Heritage L'Étoile Fair, a resort and golf course that will look familiar to viewers as it's hosted the Afrasia Bank Mauritius Open twice before.
Heritage L'Étoile Fair is part of the Domaine de Bellhomme, which is located down south on the island. We have 12 restaurants as part of the hotel. Heritage Golf Club, which is at the back of the property, 18-hole championship golf course. We have a nature reserve of our own, that's 1,300 hectares of unspoilt nature, where one can do quad biking, they can swim in waterfalls, beautiful scenery. There's also a sister property called Heritage Awali, and that's more of a 5-star, all-inclusive value for money proposition. So many activities to do down here, including, of course, land and sea-based activities. So we have a boathouse as well, where one can enjoy water skiing, for example, and the beautiful lagoon of Bellhomme. Heritage L'Étoile Fair underwent renovation last year between May and August, where we closed the hotel completely. We revamped all the rooms, so we have 158 suites, in fact. So now it's an all-suites hotel. We kept the colonial architecture and the colonial style, which I think is unique in Mauritius. And we're very happy with the result. Feedback is very promising, and clients have a great time down here. So with the refurbishment last year, we decided to rebrand the property. So we're going deeper into the wellness segment, which I think is very promising for the future and is high demand as well. We have a package here at Telfair called the Wellness Bliss, and essentially clients can book the Wellness Bliss, which means that they have a daily spa treatment included in their package, as well as a wellness specialist that they meet upon arrival, and that person goes through a program with them, both dietary and physical programs, so they can look after themselves whilst on holiday. So that's a way for us to pitch the hotel differently and to go more into the wellness segment.
One of the biggest attractions though at Heritage L'Hotel Fair is the Championship Golf Course.
The Heritage Golf Club is one of the best known golf courses on the island, and that is because of the Fraser Bank Mauritius Open that's been played here twice. It's very popular. It's very popular with the pros, it's very popular with the amateurs. A Peter Makovich designed golf course, and the reason it's popular is because it's playable for everybody. It's a test for the pros, it's fun for the amateurs. Great walk around this property. It is absolutely beautiful.
You know, our policy is always listen to the land. Heritage was a site that had a lot of, the topography had a lot of elevation changes, which we were able to use. So you obviously get some really spectacular holes when you're playing down.
It's matured really well. It's really become a tournament course as well as a resort course. And what I mean by that is it's got your 5 different tee options. And it held up well in the tournament. The scoring wasn't exorbitantly low against par, and it also gives our resort golfers a fair test when they come out here, but it's not brutal either. So it's really got something for everyone.
There are almost 3 different types of golf courses in one here at Heritage. They're the forest holes, they're the grassland holes, and they're the water holes. The 6th hole is one of the forest holes, and it is a beaut. The magnificent old trees that go all the way down the left-hand side. There are also trees on the right-hand side, and under the trees on the left-hand side is a lovely stream that meanders and eventually goes across the front of the green. But for the tee shot, the fairway slopes from right to left. There is a bunker on the right-hand side that needs to be avoided, but use the slope on the fairway to bring your ball back down into the middle, because that's the safest way to play the hole. So hit your tee shot down the right-hand side of the fairway, and you're all set to hit your second onto the green. The second shot into this green is an absolute stunner. You stand where I am here, and you've got about 140 meters into the green, and you're in kind of a high spot here, so you're playing slightly down to the green, but you're off a slope, so the ball's always a little bit above your feet, which tends to make you draw the ball. So you aim it out to the right-hand side of the green, try and draw it back into the middle of the green. As you can see, nice bunkers around the green, but really not too much trouble other than the stream that's short of the green. But the green is tough because it's got 2 tiers, and you must make sure that you take the club that's going to get you into the right position in the green, because otherwise you could have an awfully difficult time 2-putting for a par. This is a dangerous golf hole, a real risk and reward hole. From the front tee, it's only 250, so for a long hitter, you can drive the green relatively easily. For the club golfer, what I'd recommend is maybe a 4-iron off the tee and then a wedge onto the green. Water left, water right, there's sand, all sorts of trouble to find with your golf ball. But as I say, 4-iron off the tee, wedge it onto the green, hope for a 1-putt. It's a nice, big, generous green, and it's a fairly flat green. So if you do hit the green, there's always a chance that you might make that putt for a birdie. If you walk off, go to halfway house with a birdie, who knows? The next 9 might be the best 9 of your life. This is a great example of one of the grassland holes on this golf course. This is the 12th hole. It's a shortish par 4, about 330 from the white tees, and it's a dogleg to the left that turns at that bunker on the left-hand side. There are also a couple of bunkers on the right. So it really is a narrow tee shot, and with that long grass on either side of the fairway. Now that grass, people have lost golf carts in there, never mind golf balls. So you don't want to even go anywhere near there. Keep your ball on the fairway. So if it takes a 5-iron off the tee, if it takes a 6-iron off the tee, it doesn't matter because it's not a long hole. Hit your tee shot on the fairway, try and get your second shot up there onto the green. But it's a tee shot here that makes this hole. When you stand here and you look at this second shot, all I want to do is reach for a wedge to play the shot because it is so inviting. It really is. It's a long, narrow green. It's got 2 tiers in it, but it really is, with the bunkers at the back, it just kind of makes you feel like you want to play the shot. You want to make sure that you hit the ball onto the correct tier onto the green. Otherwise, you're going to be faced with a very, very difficult putt. And as you can see, it's quite a long green, so always difficult to judge the exact distance. So take care, make sure you know how far you're going to hit the shot, take the right club, play the shot. If you get a par on this hole, you're going to walk to the next tee a very happy person, because this is a seriously dangerous shot with all this long grass on either side of the hole. The final hole, the 18th. And this is a combination of all the different aspects of the golf course. The big trees down the left-hand side, the water and the long grasses all come into play on this beautiful par 5 hole, where the tee is set right up in the side of a hill and you play down to the fairway. There are bunkers all the way down the left-hand side that'll force you to push your tee shot out a little bit to the right and make it more of a dog leg to the left-hand side. You really do want to be down the fairway on this hole. You don't want to catch one of those bunkers, because if you catch one of those bunkers, it just makes your third shot very, very long. And when we get down there, you can see why you don't want that to happen. If you're able to avoid the bunkers with your tee shot, the second shot needs to be played out to the right to avoid the water. But don't overcompensate and hit it too far right, because there, once again, is all this long grass, and you don't want to visit that. For the longer hitter, they'll hit their tee shots past these bunkers, and they'll have a chance of going at this green in 2 shots. And you can see all the trouble there. Water on the left, bunkers on the right. It just takes 2 perfect shots to hit this green. It's a fantastic finishing hole. It is really exciting, because it's sort of finishing hole that if you finish with a birdie, you're over the moon. If you finish with a 6 or a 7, you think, oh, I want to get back there tomorrow and have another go at this golf course.
Don't worry, Dale. We'll have another go at a few more courses when our tour of Mauritius continues after the break.